Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. Yeah, Rod Hardman here in Virginia. Um, yes. Now we have a second person who has died of the coronavirus. And sadly enough, this is not the end of it. All right. There are numerous people right now that are critically ill due to this virus. Um, I got to applaud our president for what he's trying to do, but to be honest about it, it's not going to be enough. The only way that we can actually basically overcome this problem or suppress it for a period of time is to go on ahead and cancel international flights coming into this country. Yes, we still have international flights coming here. All right. We don't know who has this virus. All right. We don't know who's carrying it. All right. The screening technology that they're doing just by taking your temperature and stuff is not detecting this. All right. And they cannot do an instant test just like that when you come off of an airplane and say that you don't have it. It's just impossible. All right. Even the doctors are saying if you're asymptomatic, that doesn't mean that you don't have it. All right. So, how do we stop it? Well, I'm going to tell you how we're going to have to stop this. All right. First thing we have to do is we have to stop all international flights coming into the U.S. All right, for a minimum of 2 months. All right, maximum three. Now I know a lot of people out there that are investors and whatnot don't want to hear that, and neither does the Aviation Society because when they hear that, that takes money out of their pocket. Now that will hurt the airline industries, but believe it or not, it's better the airline industries than the American people here in America altogether. All right. And of course, our government, they're going to go in, they're going to bail them out regardless. All right. Now, the airline industries, a lot of them are scared right now because they're afraid of coming in contact with this. So, anyway, that's one way that we can stop it because right now, the government is saying we have 16, 18 cases of it reported here in the U.S. Well, to be honest about it, the government's like China. They're going to hide a lot of things. I'm not going to tell you a lot of things. All right, because I don't want to start a panic. And I'm not out to press the panic button, people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to panic anybody. But I am trying to lay out the simple lines to where this matter can be stopped here and now. If you know family members that have traveled outside the country and have returned to the country, you know, they say 21-day incubation period in order to be quarantined at in order to verify that they're not going to be sick or be around other people. They can't say that because the CDC does not know really how this thing is working. All right, they don't have a clue on how to stop this yet. Um, our government does not have a clue on how to stop this, and the only way you're going to stop it, all right now, is stop all international flights from coming into the U.S. All right. So, and that even means any outside transit, transportation services like the railroad industry. All right. They may get hurt by this because if they're, they're bringing people into the U.S. and so on and so forth, and traveling around from New York and D.C. and so many other areas, California, whatnot, train services will need to have to stop. Um, and I know what this is going to do as far as um, supplies are concerned, as far as supply lines goes, because it is a breakdown. So people, you need to really think carefully um, in regards to this matter. Now, like like I said, when it comes to China, China's covering up a lot of the numbers of the people that have died. All right, and how many are really infected with this. Now, like I said, if you watch the news from time to time, and they're not going to tell you everything in the news because everything has to be monitored. All right. They don't want to start, like I said, a nationwide panic. Because if they start a nationwide panic, people like right now are running off into Lowe's or Home Depots or other stores and grabbing ventilator masks, whatever, and buying them off the shelves. The news is telling people, yeah, buy cleaning supplies and stuff to, keep your house sanitized, whatnot. That's all well and fine. Where I work at, we have no more masks. All right, we have no more hand sanitizers, and as soon as they hit the shelves, they're gone. So people right now are scared. They're afraid. They're afraid for their families. They're afraid for themselves. So I can understand all that. The only the only other thing that I can point out is schools. Schools right now need to shut down the complete school system. All right, kids can be educated today just sitting at home in front of a computer from their schools. All right, so I recommend that highly right now because we don't know where a lot of these students have been. We don't know who they've been in contact with, from the outside in. Um, so that's something they need to consider as well. Uh, I think Washington State has declared themselves a state of emergency because of the two deaths that have occurred. Now, when they declare a state of emergency, well, eventually that is going to bring in the National Guard and they're going to get on the streets. So, what happens when the National Guard hits the street and a state of emergency occurs? Let me tell you. All right. The Constitution will get suspended in that state. All right. That means there'll be curfews. All right. They're going to do pretty much what Walhan is doing, or Walhan, however you say the name. They're going to be closing off certain areas you're not going to be able to go into, you're not going to be able to get out of, so on and so forth. All right. So, and then also the process of that, when the Constitution is suspended, the military will come house to house searching for any possible weaponry. All right. When they do that, then they take possession of those weapons. You will not get them back. All right. They will be destroyed. All right. You will not get a receipt for them. So you will not be compensated. So that's something you got to also take into account. So there's a lot of things that can happen in a state of an emergency. Lockdowns will occur. Small towns, big cities, they will do lockdowns. And when they do lockdowns, they're going to sweep house to house. Something for you all to think about. So, like I said, it comes back to the simple point. The only way we can get control of this is we have to stop mass transportation right now. Um, and we have to suspend the airlines from international flights from coming into this country. All right. That's my point, my views, and my opinions. All right. How do you think this rates? Do you feel that I'm on the right track here, or do you think I'm off? If you think I'm off the right track, give me a thumbs down. If you think I'm on the right track, give me a thumbs up. If you wish, subscribe to my channel uh, because I am following this very closely, people. All right. Until next time, this is Rod Hardman. I'm out. Remember, if you get sick, stay at home. Stay away from other people. Let them know you're not out to visit anybody. Make sure that your family is well protected at all times. Until next time, have a pleasant and safe day.